That is gold on the 2-hour scale, and the recent price action of the last few days is shaping up, as far as I'm concerned, to show us here a fourth wave, which fits quite well with the 1-2 that we consider to have taken place here. So I don't think there is a need for any modification in the wave count here. This is the preferred reading. We're in a 1, 2, 3, 4. We need another pop that could last, let's say, 2-3 days. Would go above 1300, would complete the 5-wave run that started right here, and that could be the end of the C. Okay, and that could be, of course, very, very important. We'll see how it behaves after that, but that is the preferred reading, that we will see a bounce that will top this level, but will not really be long-lasting. If it doesn't make it and it breaks through the line that you see right here, 1270, 1270, then the conclusion must be that that is the top. That's it. Okay, and alternative wave count that I'm showing you here with a 1, 2, 3, that being a 4 and that being a 5, okay, and that being the end of the C, that will be the correct wave count, and that will relate to my ABC. Now, longer term, when you look, let's look at the daily here, we are basically just judging the odds. Every day is a new day. Every day the odds change. Sometimes the odds do not change a lot, and that's where you are basically in a trend that is well defined, and the odds, the major odds, yes, the majority of the odds are still on the side either of the bears or the bulls. That's what we would say, we would call this a strong trend, okay? But there are situations like what we have right now where we don't really have a very strong trend. We have a movement which is going up, but it hasn't so far run above critical level. For example, this is a critical level. Yeah, we're still looking for that moment where it is going to manage or not to run above that. We also have a very important event taking place in the last few days, that gold on the daily scale and also on the weekly is basically hovering outside this descending channel for the first time. We actually got some closes. If I go here and I zoom in, you will see we got actually closes outside, what was almost impossible for it to maintain in the previous attempts that you see here. Okay, but the longer term perspective has not changed dramatically ever since it hit the top here. What I'm trying to say is that the idea that that could turn into a B and basically would keep gold going nowhere for at least another 3 to 4 months, if not another 6 months, that prospect is very much alive and well, because if we get this pop fifth leg and it doesn't really have much, it's not continuing and it's not delivering around above this level, then we are stuck in that triangle. There is no question in the world. We are stuck in this triangle, and we have an ABC, which is an A. We have an ABC, which will be a B. Okay, whether it ended or it is yet to end, yeah, with the final pop, that'll be UB, sinking back towards 1240, 1220. You should have no doubt. Should have no doubt. We are going to go sideways. It's going to be a really eventless market. It's going to be boring. It's going just to go sideways, 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 sideways for several months, and then when it finished with all the elements required to complete this B, then we could see some sparks here. Some sparks could be flying as it will be heading for a sharp C. Sorry, I moved this by mistake. I guess the picture overall is not that complicated. It is, again, all a matter of odds. We are just playing the odds. The odds change every day. The odds change every day. If you are coming into this analysis and you are armed with largely theoretical, or let's say fairly simplistic point of view, you're going to be disappointed, because here we are not selling fairy tales. You know, a fairy tale is this. you see the move? That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again to get that, and then we get to get that, and then we're going up. This is a fairy tale. This is, if you happen to be here, so a person who claims that he can tell you all of that in advance is just telling you a fairy tale. That's it. There is absolutely no way in the world you're going to get this. You can't be sure you're going to get this. Yes, could happen, could also not happen. You know, what we are doing is that every single day the odds change. And in the coming week, we either crash through this line and everything will be resolved as far as I can see. The ABC will be in place and down we sink into that C. Okay, we get that pop. As long as we don't break above that, the ABC is still valid. The idea of the ABC is still valid, and we are most likely, in my opinion, will not top strongly above 1320. 1340 will be enough. The resistance here will be enough to push it down, and we will go for that C. Okay, that's gold. Silver. Silver showed us initially a much better momentum and a pattern that really favored a fairly robust run, but as you can see, things are a little bit more complicated than they look when you just stick to a fairy tale wave count. In my opinion, the right way to use the tool, the Elliott wave principle, is to use it with multiple options, multiple alternatives. People don't like to do that. Maybe they think it reflects bad on them that they put forward 3 or 4 alternatives as if they can't make up their mind, or as if they don't know what's going on. It's the wrong way to think about it. Again, we always have to go back to the initial assessment, which is essentially just assessing the odds. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. What's going on here could still keep us in that B sideways going nowhere for another 3 to 4 months. Basically, that will end up being our A, not 1, because if that is 1 and that is 2, then where is the third wave? It doesn't seem to be coming, doesn't seem to be behaving in this way. You are with me? If this is a 1, 2, then if this is a 1, 2, then it's not going to spend too much time here. It's just going to continue to run, but so far it's not coming. So the odds are changing every day. Every day that it stays here in this zone, the 2 idea that we had here is becoming more and more remote. Do you see what I'm trying to say? It is really important to see the dynamics as they unfold. We do not deal with things which are scripted in stone. They are not written in stone. They are things are changing every hour, every day. Okay, so how can we end up with a B here? Very simple. This we would take as an A, composed of ABC, X, ABC. That's your A. Right here, the 5 legs that we see here will not be 1, will be A. Down we go in an ABC, which will be a B. And the stretch up here will be a C that really didn't do quite its job. I'm going to show you something here. You see, it did top above this level. That will be your A, that's your B, that's your C. Fine. If silver doesn't run above this level, and this is now becoming a critical level, what you see right here, and this is at 1863. It doesn't run above this level. Gold, let's suppose gold gives us that pop, 5th leg, and silver can't really make it above this level. Then we are facing a serious situation here, where this could end up being just an ABC, and silver coming down, failing to take the top here, crashing through, gold coming down, having delivered those 5 legs, gold coming down, silver coming down, breaking through the level here, which is at 17.77, and down it goes easily towards 16. And that will be a strong enough confirmation as far as I'm concerned that we are stuck here in a B. Okay, so that will keep silver on the lead for quite a few months. Yes, if I go now to the weekly, here we go. Here you are, you see that is becoming more and more like an A rather than 1. So that's an A, and that will be your B, and down the road in a few months we will have that C giving us a run above 21.